Okay, and the next question is how to cope with the anxiety. And it's not just anxiety. When we want to do things,
Yeah.
we are worried so
Yeah,
constantly.
yeah,
Do you think it's going to work?
yeah.
Or do you think I have enough time, money, talent?
Great question. So we teach that, this is from A Course in Miracles, that there's really only two voices in our head. One is fear and one is love. And love is natural because it's how we were born, and fear is unnatural because it's what we learned. And so when somebody has anxiety, they're afraid, and so they're listening to the voice of fear. So what I would ask a person is, okay, what is the voice of anxiety? Say, well, I'm too old to get married, nobody will want me, or I've never published a book. How could I possibly publish a book? Who's going to read my book? It's okay, thank you for sharing. That's what the voice of fear says. What does the voice of love say? Say, well, I know a friend of mine was my age, she got married, and maybe I'm more mature now than if I would have been married when I was 20. Or maybe I actually have something to say, and no matter how many people read my book, it'll be fun for me to write it. And so when we start identifying the love voice, it feels entirely different because the fear voice is constricting and the love voice is expansive. And I say, well, which one feels better? And it's always the love voice. And it's amazing, Ken, that when somebody really gets in touch with their love voice, suddenly the anxiety voice doesn't have power anymore because it's an illusion, it's based on a lie. And the love is based on truth and wellness. So when those two voices meet, love always wins. It's a universal principle. There's no way around it.
Yeah. So when you are hit with anxiety, you keep doing the process, or what would you do in a daily life?
I would ask myself, if I were not afraid, what would I be doing differently? Or if I trusted that love voice, how could I act on it? So, if I was a woman looking for a man, I would say, well, there's this guy I'm interested in, I might talk to him some more. Or I might join a dating club, or something like that. Or I might accept a date from somebody. Or, I would actually finish my book and look for a publisher or publish it myself. So, fear guides us to do one thing and love guides us to do another. And if we're willing to act on the love voice, we start to get feedback from the universe that supports us. And often it's just a little baby step. Like, okay, I'll write for half an hour a day. That's my baby step toward my book. And then when you do that, it feels so good that you want to do more, and one thing leads to the next. Before you know it, you have a book.
Yeah. At the same time, your fear voice may have some truth, because sometimes I hear my fear voice saying, "You're so stupid, you can't do it." And maybe it may be true that you cannot do it. I want to write a book, but you're too dumb to write a book. So what if the fear voice is telling the truth?
The fear voice would never say you're dumb. The fear voice is not a harsh voice. It's not a critical voice.
It's a critical voice.
It's a critical voice, but usually it's not founded in truth. So, it might tell you that maybe writing the book is not your thing to do, but the love voice would tell you, well, there's something else you want to do even more. So let's focus on that. So the fear voice is always a lie. It's love never is, love is not judgmental. It's not punitive. It's not angry. It's not wrathful. If you hear a voice, if a voice tells you you're stupid, it's not love. Love would say, well, let us look at where your true talents are so we can support you to be what you really are, not what you think you should be.
It's a great answer. Thank you.